Hey everybody, welcome to Super Mario Maker 2, the surprise solo series that I had no idea I was going to be doing. So, we're going to do a little bit of story time for a second here. My birthday was a few months ago. Keith gave me an Elgato. I have, for people who don't know what an Elgato is, it's a device that lets you, it's a required device for recording any sort of console, video game console for YouTube. And I've had this thing and I've never used it, and I've used a capture card before. They're very, very hard to use. I had to upgrade my computer to Windows 10 just to get this thing to work, but I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself. So, Keith, Andrew, and we all bought Mario Maker 2 last night to do multiplayer, and it turns out that Mario Maker 2 does not support multiplayer with your friends in like a private lobby or anything like that. It does have online multiplayer. Good for them. It doesn't, I can't just play with Keith and Andrew. So we all bought Mario Maker. None of us can actually play it with each other. I'm pretty pissed off because I dropped $60 on a game that I didn't, I wasn't actually intending to get, but now I got it. So, here we fucking go. Now, here's the thing. I've never played Mario Maker in my life. I have no idea what I'm about to get myself into. I've seen footage of people playing Mario Maker, but I don't know what I'm doing at all. So that's lovely. So I pulled up I pull up courses, and we're gonna look at popular courses, and this is my first ever venture playing any freaking Mario Maker thing, so I gotta figure I'll just start with hot courses. Alright. We'll go with hot course, and no, I don't do that. Let's go with popular courses, and we're gonna just play my inaugural, Super Mario Maker. Oh boy. Okay, pipe dreams. I don't know what I'm looking at. This is pipe level. Good. Clear rate of 13%. I have no idea what I'm about to get myself into. But yeah, got myself a capture card. Got myself a Nintendo Switch plugged into said capture card. And dealt with the copious amounts of audio issues and the fact that the capture card is really loud. So we'll take that down just a little bit. Okay, cool stuff. Yeah, this is gonna be a bit of an experiment. God, this is so hard to use. Okay, cool. So that was a really exciting first, 10-15 seconds here. The other thing that's gonna be really, really fun to deal with regards to capture card is that you all can probably hear everything fairly well in sync. Hearing the game audio to me is actually over half of a second delayed. So that'll be a lot of fun. And yeah, that's just gonna be it. Okay, so I played Super Mario Bros. 3, and I'll tell you one thing, I've never seen a fucking level that looks like this one. Oh, jeez, there's a lot more enemies than I expected to see. Oh, it's a hammer, bro. Ah, damn it. Cool. So this level doesn't even look like it's that hard. It just looks like it's going to be, do you know the last time I played a 2D Mario game? Honest to God, the last time I think I played a 2D Mario game, it's been, 10 years, 15 years at this point, so I need to remember how to actually play this game. Let alone the fact that I, am completely new to playing on, with the controls of, what am I trying to say? There's gonna be new power-ups and shit. I'm not gonna know what half of them do. It's gonna be, I've never played the Super Mario 3D World. Gotta figure you could turn into a cat in that game. I don't know what that will do, so as soon as I see a cat power-up for the first time in this game, god damn it. The first time I see, a cat power-up in this game, I'm gonna have no fucking clue what the hell to do. So that's gonna be, yet another, little difficulty here. Boy, this is gonna be a fun Unexpected series. I'll probably try to learn how to make a couple of courses, though. I mean, I haven't messed around with a level editor in a video game in an extremely long time either. Like, that used to be, god damn it, that used to be my jam. I used to make a lot of, like, levels for 2D platformers, mostly Jazz Jackrabbit levels, but, never really got too good at it, probably because I was really ADHD, so I could never really stick through and learn how to— you are fucking kidding me. I never really was able to figure out how to actually, like, commit to finishing an entire level, but, I knew somebody who was really, really good at it, and you know what he ended up doing with his life? I name drop him all the time. He wound up being the level designer for Ori and the Blind Forest. So if my friend can design levels for 2D platformers, then by God, me with having absolutely no relation to this person or their talent whatsoever, I ought to be able to do the same thing, right? Okay, I forgot what the jump button was. There we go. Found a way to it in the end. Okay, so we're at this... God! Huh. Okay. Yeah. Gonna have to try and figure out what to do at the end there, because that got... Usually when you get to the end of a Mario level on the right screen... God, I thought I could clear that. You know, when you get to the end of a Mario level on the far right, there's a flaggy. You touch the flag, everything ends up being... really, really easy. So, you just touch the flag and then you win. But, seems to be not the case with this one, where you get to the end and there's a whole lot of nothing. There's a green fish that jumps around. Gotta figure I need to kill the green fish. Maybe I just need to be a little bit more patient going through this segment. So, we'll do that. Patience is something I need to... Oh, it's a skill I'll only have, if I'm medicated, and I'm currently not at this point. It's totally worn off. Okay, so all I need to do is just take things nice and slow, and I gotta figure I need to kill whatever that thing is, but I don't remember how to actually kick a shell straight up, and, well, not happening now. Okay, maybe I need to come up here. Okay, that's useful. Oh! What the fuck is this thing anyway? This a little, like, I've never seen anything like this in any Mario game. I've played, like I said, I played Super Mario 3. I don't remember there being a little tornado monster, but, maybe it's because there are new features in this game that I'm gonna have to learn, and that's gonna be unpleasant for everybody. Oh, the music here is delightful. It's, very... appropriate considering it's supposed to be very lullaby-y here. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm not super oh, that's not cool. I'm not super familiar with Mario, but I mean, I'm not like, I bet those icicles are death. Okay, some of them are. Certainly this, I just started thinking to myself, like, I am familiar with Mario, to the point where at least I kind of know, like, what is going on the screen. But, I was thinking to myself, it'd be really funny if I just, like, started referring to everything by, like, the wrong names. Like, oh yeah, you know, in Mario, you have to... There was a bunch of burrito bills that were flying at me there a second ago, and they looked awfully scary. But right now we got ourselves a Koopa Loopa, and, we have a piñata plant that's throwing fire boobs. Okay, this platform is kind of awesome, and it makes me wish that in the actual Super Mario Bros. 3, they had platforms like this. To my understanding, like, a lot of features in Super Mario Bros. 3 ended up being not exactly what they had in mind, right? Like, in their mind, they were like, oh, we want to have, frickin' Yoshi and stuff like that, but they couldn't realize that with the NES technology. So, they had to kind of settle a little bit, which then just means that the Super Mario Maker worlds that do have those cool little, platforms with the physics that you can't actually get on the NES are like a realization of Shigeru Miyamoto's dreams. And that was a terrifying little downhill climby climb. Ah! Yeah, I'm totally interested in checking out the level maker for this thing. I wonder if I can apply my knowledge of computer sciences to, like, learn how to, like program the levels so that they're little computers or something like that, and you kick a Koopa into like a calculator, and then it spells out boobs. Everyone's favorite number. Alright, second most popular level. We have Switch X Switch by Nore139. This has a lot of feet associated with it. 324,000 feet, as well as 155,000 hearts. So this thing has been killing people and collecting their body parts for a very, very long time. Good for it. Good for it. Alright, what's this gonna be? Alright, so we immediately have a death trap right here. I'm not too gassed on that, but let's go for it. Alright, that's deceptively... so far, so good. Let's see how much worse this gets. I don't know what the hell this is getting... Well, alright, that worked out well enough for me. Alright, I know what to do with this guy. Urgh! Easy enough. Alright, I gotta figure that I'm supposed to probably switch that to red so that these things can't hurt me. So far, this isn't very hard, and that makes me actually quite happy. This is way easier than the first level. Okay, yeah, this seems nice and fair. This seems very gentle. Oh, so we jump up here, get that one, and then we jump up here and get that one. Alright. Okay, so I can just trigger the Womp to get these for me. Cool, so I didn't realize that I discovered the frickin' baby difficulty Super Mario Maker 2. This is like nonsense easy. Yeah, that was practically gentle. I like the first level where I was really, really angry all the time. This is too much. Well, there you go. There's my I was holding right, and I definitely found my death that I was longing for. But yeah, I've seen a couple of... This makes me think of old ROM hacks for Super Mario World. Played a couple of them. You know, of course, there's the really famous like Kaizo levels. And if you don't know what Kaizo levels are, it's a custom Super Mario level that is incredibly hard, where you're doing just ridiculous like tricks and like super precise timings and like all sorts of really fun stuff, and you have to be a pro to do them. And then then there's also the really interesting levels that are very unique. I don't know if a lot of people have heard of this sort of stuff, but there's this sort of subculture in Japan where they will try to make a Super Mario World level that plays entirely by itself, meaning that your character just is automatically propelled through the level by springs and like other sort of miscellaneous crap. And the entire purpose of the level is having Mario automatically interact with a whole bunch of things in the game that make sounds. And the idea is that it will play an entire like song, and it's usually a cover of like a popular song made entirely out of Super Mario Maker sound effects. And people will spend like months putting these levels together, and like there's like a whole like subculture around making the most elaborate songs that you can out of Super Mario World sound effects. And that's something I can't really get into, but I applaud those that can. One time I did download a level editor for, like a ROM hack / level editor for Super Mario World, and I messed around with it for a total of 30 minutes, and I was like, yeah, this ain't for me. So this puzzle's incredibly hard, because as I was saying earlier with my capture card, audio is delayed by around a second to me. It all sounds fine to you, that's the sacrifices that I make. So I'm trying to like... like, the blocks are, like, changing between, good and evil, for lack of a better term. But, like, I hear, like, the change but like, well, this is really stupid. I need to focus up. I hear the change of the block over way before I actually, like, well after the time that it actually happens. And so I'm kind of like hearing stuff that isn't real because it's coming from the past and I'm associating it with the future. And that meant, if you didn't understand what that sentence was, like, let me put it into another... No! Let me put it another way. It's sort of like, imagine... I don't know why my mind was like... Alright. 3 of my thoughts are currently crashing into each other at the same time. So, okay, the first thing that happened was I was trying to come up with a funny concept for a metaphor without actually thinking of what the metaphor would be. I was just like, I should come up with a funny metaphor. And then I was like, okay, what should the metaphor be? And then it was like, I don't know, making it about jerking off. So, I guess that all happened while I was just, like, basically in the middle of my sentence there. Anyway, so what I was saying was, imagine you're, like, jerking off, and the, like, ghost of porno's past, like, just, like, gets into your head, and I guess I'm just supposed to jump on these cubes over and over again. This level's tremendously easy. I mean, I'm sitting here talking about my favorite porn, and, like, Bowser's over here trying to throw, like, everything he can at me, and I'm just jumping on all the fucking blocks, and I kicked his ass. Anyway, imagine you're jerking off to some porn, and then, like, in the middle of it, you're like, I remember porn from yesterday. And you're like, man, I wish I was watching that right now instead. And that's how it feels every time you watch one of my videos. You're like, I'm watching Bird, and I'm kind of at like a semi right now. But if I were watching Keith, you wouldn't have anything going on, so, you know, on him. Alright, so that's a nice note to end things on.